Well, hey there, and welcome back to our third and last lesson in Module 1 that will build on the first two lessons, which were all about the two P's, the passion and profit, if you still remember. And today we're going to add to the mix my third favorite ingredient to what I call the business genius formula. So if you're ready, let's dive in. And here's what we're going to learn today. First thing we'll take here is what's the meaning of the USP and why do you need one? Secondly, how to come up with your unique USP the easy way. And finally, how to get rid of the shiny object syndrome plus your competition as well. So let's start off by defining the USP, your unique selling proposition. Well, before starting any new business, you got to be very clear on what will make your business different and unique from all competition. And because business people are really helpful folks, they come up with this fancy term to help us understand that we must come up with one at least determining factor if we want our brand to stand out in the market. And while yes, finding your unique selling proposition is so important for the success of your business, it usually trips people up because we tend to give them very harsh rules to work with, like suggesting they should lower their price or offer fast delivery or high quality and so on. And honestly, in the beginning, most people are not even aware of how the process will look like, not to mention how to make it efficient. So today, I want to give you an alternative to find your unique selling proposition the easy way by going vertical, not horizontal. So here's what I mean by that. Going vertical means that if we imagine, let's say that you are aiming at a specific industry, instead of aiming at the whole pie, the whole industry, how about just focusing on one slice or piece of it? So let's take an example. Instead of offering a nutrition program, for example, for everyone in the market, how about focusing on offering this program for recently injured soccer players, or maybe for moms who have just got their first baby and want to get their body back. This is called going deep, or in another fancy business term, niching down. So how can we apply this? It is by forcing limitations and what I call intentional exclusions when it comes to your product in the market. And limitations actually can apply to many things, like the material you use, the colors, the shapes, the teaching style, the aesthetic look of your brand, or the people you serve, and so on. And here's the formula that you can use to help you just do that. Okay. I provide X product or service to Y people through Z means, be it design, materials, workmanship, or anything else, in order to achieve specific result or a specific promise, like we like to call it in business. So when we put this formula to work, it will look something like that. I offer diet recipes for moms who want to get their body back after their first baby. Or I help recently injured soccer players to recover faster with our specialized nutrition program. Can't get any simpler, right? Okay, so let's take another two real examples in order to get your juices going. Okay, here's the first example, and it is for a company called Fried Egg I Am in Love. And this company, all it does is specializing in serving only egg recipe sandwiches. And here's the second company, which is called Freshly Picked. You might have heard about this company before because it made an appearance in the Shark Tank show. And it started out by selling only baby moccasins, then branched out to other products after being in business for a while. And the common factor behind the success of such companies, if we look closely, is of course one thing. It is niching down or going deeper, as we said. So let's play with this method further by applying limitations to, let's say, design. For example, if you are a jeweler, how about offering jewelry that is only square-shaped instead of offering all sorts of jewelry for everyone? Or how about offering nectar jewelry instead of regular jewelry? And this one, I didn't make it up. It's actually an existing and legit business that is run by a young entrepreneur. And this is an image of one of her products. Aren't they cute and amazing? Okay, so here you have it, the easy way to come up with your unique selling proposition, which is very important again, and very important upfront work. You have to do it before making your business a reality. So do not skip this step. Okay, great. Now let's move to our third part, which is getting rid of the shiny object syndrome and the competition altogether. Look, this is internet. So once you get clear about the type of business you want to have for yourself, you will start to look around for role models and people ahead of you to learn about your craft and get as much information, tools, and strategies in order to apply in your new business. And unless you're uber clear about what you should be looking for, you might end up shifting gears all the time, following every trend and shiny object, and honestly become a pale version of others people's businesses. And we all know that copying others is the kiss of death to any business. And I cannot find a better quote that best describes the knockoffs and soulless brands than this one. There is a time in every man's education when he arrives at the conviction that envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide. So true. And the only way that can save you from going down this rabbit hole is by embracing your personality and infusing you in your brand through a brilliant framework that I learned about a couple of years ago called the Wealth Dynamics. And of course, you can read all about it on thewealthdynamics.com. And here's how this framework really works. It divides people into 8 personality types, or hats like I want to call them, that we should wear if we want to create wealth and really unique businesses. And because this course is designed with only creatives in mind, actually, I chose the first 3 types of personalities here because I find them the most relevant types to what we are doing here. And of course, you can read as much as you like about the rest of the types on thewealthdynamics.com. So let's unpack now the first 3 types. And the first one is called the creator. And as the name suggests, it is about the personality type of people who are idea person, who like to come up with new and innovative ideas all day long, but they are not particularly talented when it comes to details and finishing what they have started. I know some of you, because we are creatives, most of us are nodding right now. Okay, and of course, the obvious example here is Sir Richard Branson, who is all the time coming up with very cool ideas, but not necessarily working on them himself. Instead, he is always on the look for A players, as he repeatedly say in most of his interviews, that he can rely on those players in order to breathe life in his ideas. The second type here is called the star, and as the name suggests, it means being the brand or the face of your company. And those people are so good in selling themselves, but actually not necessarily good at creating their own product. They are not like creatives. An obvious example here is Oprah Winfrey and influencers in general that we find them all the time on YouTube, Instagram, and different social platforms. And the third type here is called the supporters, and those are great leaders at core. They are so skilled in discovering talents in other people and use their skills effectively in order to build something greater and bigger than themselves. They are also extroverted people and love to lead people to reach their goals and the finish line. Those people are what I call the people that can glue the moving pieces of any business together. Obvious examples here are life coaches and great teachers in general. So why is it important to learn about this framework? It matters because it can mean the difference between someone like Oprah Winfrey staying stuck for the rest of her life as a TV reporter in her early career and becoming the superstar talk show host that we know now. And she always talked about that. She was so happy that she was demoted because she was not the right fit for being a reporter. She was very emotional and usually relate to the story on a personal level that was really pissing off her bosses. So it was a must to move on to her new personality and turn to a talk show host. And it's important also because it can mean the difference between running an ordinary company like Tim Ferriss' first company, Brain Quicken, and becoming, like now, the top advisor and Superman of Silicon Valley, as Wired called him. Bottom line here is you can be a rock star in any field you choose if you know how to play to your strengths and your unique set of skills, talents that only you have. Because staying true to who you are and what you believe in is the only way that will prevent you from following every shiny object and new tactic the market come up with, and honestly becoming another pale version of others' businesses. So great job here. We have reached the end of our third lesson and you have done an amazing job. And now it's time to take action because what you put first will materialize first. So head over to wealthdynamics.com and start learning about your type through the free material there. And I think they will be more than enough for you. We are done here with module 1. So excited to meet you in the next module. Take care and see you. Bye.